you guys were expecting, especially with how you guys played in the first half. Kind of just walk us through the two different halves. Just seemed like two totally different halves.
Yeah, we had a lot of energy in the first half. Came out just playing hard, and they came out in the second half and punched us in the mouth, and didn't respond very well. We just got to have better energy throughout the whole entire game. That's really all it was.
Was it a deal in the second half? Did you maybe like some of the shots you guys were getting that just weren't falling, or did Bowling Green kind of switch anything up on you defensively?
I don't really think they switched too much on defense. I mean, they picked up their ball pressure a little bit, but I think we just stopped. We just took our foot off the pedal and we just stopped being the aggressors in the second half.
Just how tough of a matchup is Turner? You know, he was able to kind of get a shot going there. Just maybe how much did that energize them on their end?
I mean, when a guy gets going like that for other team, and I mean, with our team, you know, when Ben started to get going, you know, it just filled the whole team with a lot of energy. Everybody was making shots, you know, everybody was doing, you know, what they usually do. So, you know, that's what Turner did for his team today.
This is a team that was picked to win the Mid-American Conference before the season. You guys have a 10-point lead going into halftime. Just what does a game like today say about the direction that you guys are heading so far in the early goings?
I'm not necessarily a big fan of moral victories. We just got to respond. We learned some things about our team today, and we just got to keep moving forward. I think we got 16, 17 games left. We just got to keep pushing.
It really seemed like a game of two different halves. Just what did you see that really was the difference maker, especially in that second half?
Yeah, it definitely was a tale two halves, and you know, kind of first half we did what we wanted offensively. You know, second half they did what they wanted offensively, and you know, in a game like this, it comes down to getting stops. And at halftime, we wrote on the board 0-0. You know, we weren't plus 10. You know, the team with the most energy, the team who defended and rebounded was going to win the game, and you know that was obviously them in the second half. And I thought the tone for the second half was set in the first 4-minute war. You know, they came out and just punched us in the mouth, did what they wanted to, pushing the ball in transition, ISO one-on-one with Turner, and next thing you know, instead of being 43-33, it was 48-45. That's when we called the timeout. And when you give a team like that momentum, it's tough to kind of curb it. And down the stretch, we couldn't get that stop that we needed. We kept on trading baskets with them. And when we did get a stop, we either fouled them or didn't get the defensive rebound, gave up an offensive board, kick out, and that's what you have to do in this league. You got to get stops.
Was it more of a mental thing, or were there some key adjustments that you saw from Bowling Green going into that second half?
Well, they were going to end up doubling Ben Vanderplas down low a little bit more. I thought we were a little stagnant on the offensive end. Jason Preston wasn't feeling well. He was gassed, and I probably should have subbed him in the second half, give him a little breather. But, it comes down to getting stops. I mean, we scored 74 points, but you can't give up 50 points in a half. I don't think the whole half we got to kill, getting 3 stops in a row the whole half. And when you don't do that, very rarely you're going to win the game.
When you look at 9 threes in the first half is obviously an incredible shooting half. Is it just a deal where maybe the looks weren't there in the second half because of what Bowling Green was doing, or because it wasn't like you continued to force them, but was it the difference just in the looks not being there?
Yeah, I thought they turned their pressure up on both ends, and they weren't leaving Jordan Dardis. They weren't going under as many flares and screens. We're in the first half, and Ben Vanderplas was on fire there, doing what he wanted to. But we got to be better. We got the ball in the paint. Missed some easy layups. I'm not sure exactly how many, but when you get in there, you got to finish those things, whether it's a drive, a dump off, and I think we missed a couple front ends of one-on-one. But it comes down to defense. You can't sit there and trade baskets and give up 50% from the field, especially 55 in the second half. That was the difference in the game.
Things, even from the first half, maybe that you can take forward to build on. You got a couple road games now. Is anything from today that you can take going forward to build on that?
Yeah, and I think looking at, I told the guys we should have won the game. I'm disappointed we lost, but it's an unforgiving league. You're going to Buffalo, who's going to be an athletic, tough, physical team. And, just like us, they're searching for a win. And, you got to bring it every day. You don't have time to feel sorry for yourself. You don't have time to sit there and play the what-if game. You got to come back to work tomorrow. And, we're a young team. We did that at Western Michigan. We got off to a slow start, in the first half, came back, battled back, couldn't close the game out. And we've been in those situations before, where we've made the toughness plays. We've gotten the 50-50 balls. And, tonight we didn't. But you're playing a team that, like us, you're fighting for a win. And, now it's a matter of will, determination, personal pride, and doing the job and getting it done.
You mentioned a team like us, PG's been pretty well established with Hugh Bear at the helm. Could you kind of see yourself replicating some of the things that he has in his program and replicating it within yours?
Well, I think, if you look at the league and you go through every roster, seniors and juniors normally win the league. He's got some really good seniors and juniors. Kent's got some really good seniors and juniors, Akron, et cetera. And, we got some guys who are still inexperienced and young, and, the growth process, like we talked about from day one, is going to be there. We got to be positive. We got to come back and get to work. We got to understand that it's a fine line of winning and losing, that every possession matters. The rest is going to be important. Ben played 36 minutes, JP played 30. Those other guys played low 30s. So, we got to come back ready to work tomorrow and figure out how we're going to beat Buffalo.
What do those quick turnarounds look like, just in terms of preparation?
Yeah, it's tough. Normally you'd like a couple days, maybe a day off, a couple days prep. But, tomorrow we'll go really light. We'll watch film from this game, introduce Buffalo, maybe walk through some of their actions. But, it's, that's part of the deal. And then, you play Tuesday and come back, have Wednesday off, and then prepare for Saturday's game, Thursday and Friday.